Well, hey there. It's Savage Henry Lee, Hank, the cyberpunk hillbilly, out in the morning with Mabel Louise. The other day, one of my roommates was bugging me by getting Google to tell us who the most popular Spider-Man actors were, who the best Spider-Man actor was. And it got me thinking. I'm out here in my Spider-Man costume. What do I think? Who do I think's the best Spider-Man actor? Of the characters who have played the actors who have played the character Spider-Man. Who did the best job? First up, Tobey Maguire. I don't like Tobey Maguire. I don't like him as an actor. I don't like him as a person. That stuff you heard about him and his gambling habits through what is that, Molly's Game? He sounds like a kind of an asshole. I do not like his performance as Peter Parker. I don't think he looks like Peter Parker. I'm not a big fan of those movies. I'm just not. All right, moving on. Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield's interesting. He definitely has the look right. I'll say this for both. Oh, Mabel, do you see another dog? Mabel, what's that other dog doing? So then you got Andrew Garfield and you got Tom Holland. I'm going to loop those two together because I kind of feel the same way about both of them. In both cases, they both... Mabel, don't sit on the muddy ground. My God, child. Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. In their ways, they both kind of look like Peter Parker, I think, more than Tobey Maguire did. I can accept both that. But both of them have the same characteristic that I can't overlook. Both Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland are English, British, whatever it is. They're not American. And for me, for my ears, they cannot do American accents. Every time I hear those guys, I just see some, there's that second poop. I knew that second poop was coming. They both just seem like young men actors, and I can just see them in acting class perfecting their American accent by going, "Hey, I'm walking here. I'm walking here." Like, that's their equivalent of a New York accent. For me, it's very jarring, and it just pulls me out of the performance every time. Every time I watch those guys, I'm like, why is Peter Parker English? Like, there wasn't a single actor from New York. I've heard that there's actors in New York. There wasn't a single one you could get to play this role. You had to get somebody whose approximation of an American accent was going to be so jarring that it would take me out of the whole thing. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it personally. I know people who love those actors. Most people seem to love those performances. I don't hear a lot of people complaining about this. I think Hugh Jackman can't do a Canadian accent, and I find that very jarring as well. In conclusion, my favorite Spider-Man actor would probably be Jake Gyllenhaal. Hall and Oates. Jake Hall and Oates. If I was going to cast somebody as Spider-Man, I would have cast a young Jake Gyllenhaal. I think he would have been great in the performance or great in the role. Yeah, as it is, there's not really anybody out there who I think has done a good Spider-Man performance. I don't really like the Spider-Man movies, and I think the actors, two of them seem like really nice young men. They seem like really nice young fellas who have great careers ahead of them, and I don't dislike them at all. I just don't think they were capable of capturing the character because of his voice. The performances beyond that, I don't know. That's getting more into the writing, and I don't really care for the writing of most of those Spider-Man movies. You get Brian Michael Bendis in there, maybe I give a fuck. Okie dokie. I am Savage Henry Lee, Hank the cyberpunk hillbilly, out for a walk in the morning with a little tiny Mabel Louise. Mabel Louise, say hello to the folks. Oh, there's a Mabel Louise. All right, that's us this morning. I hope you're having a nice day too. Take it easy.